live from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Mike's set. Mike 19. Mike's 5-4. All day, any day.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Watson with a give to Miller. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Mike 54. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Watson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch 54. Watch the out. He's coming. Double down.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. First carry for Carlos Hyde. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. And he's got room. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 39 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Newton.
Rush in.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Being chased, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's it. Big hit.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Newton to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score.
Boy, I know you felt that one.
Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
You don't want it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. From the 45 on second down, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 55 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's got Fuller. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Hyde, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. Third down here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
3-3.
A final shot before the break. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look,
I can't believe they even let you play.
Long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller.
Run, go!
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? To throw is Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Angelo Blackson able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. He did. Great.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10. Newton again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Last stop. Last stop.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Let's go, baby. Turnover.
Watson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
They'll run it again with Miller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back to throw.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Got an open man, it's QT. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Blue Dan.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Wants to run.
Now it's Watson. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Yeah, baby.
Will Fuller with time running out as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. One last throw here for Newton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Bradley Roby there defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, defense.
Great.
Mike 41. I've got to wait. Get this ball back for the offense.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't